Hey guys, it's Dandy. I hope everybody's doing well. Can't believe it's already August. um, Today I wanted to talk about something completely different again. It's been so wonderful to post these and really connect with other slaves and other people about the topics. Thank you so much for everybody who's been commenting and liking and subscribing. Love to hear from you, so I just wanted to say that first. But I would like to talk about energy work and Tantra today, and sort of the basis of also of, as a slave, any skills that you have can be utilized to serve your master. So that's kind of the under part of it, but I'm going to specifically talk about my gifts in energy work and Tantra in serving my master. And then I'll end with a little piece about using your gifts or whatever you're talented at for your master or mistress. So, a little background. As you guys know, I'm 25. I'll be 26 soon. I've been in the kink community for 3 years. But my whole life I've felt energy. Totally okay for anyone who's skeptical. Some of what I'm going to say is a little woo. But it's just my experience. So I've always felt energy and like other people kind of their vibe. I guess some people maybe think of it as vibe, but I look at it as energy. I've always kind of been tapped into weird things that people aren't tapped into. I don't want to go too into it, but basically to say I've always been weird, right? Been different, and not just because I want, aggression or someone to be in charge, right? But there's a whole nother piece of me with this healing stuff. So I very much identify as a healer and as a nurturer. In my job right now, I work with cancer patients. I'm an admin, and I am dealing with the emotions of their family, of where they're at, even though I'm just scheduling their appointments, scheduling their surgeries, all of that. So in my job, I get to be a healer in a small way. But my goal is to open up my own business, teaching, doing some like sex education classes, teaching like in the community down the road, and teaching Tantra. So for anyone that doesn't know what Tantra is, Tantra means weaving. This comes from an Eastern like Hinduism tradition and a lot of different traditions in India. America Tantra and puja specifically in India are very different. So just note that. And I don't claim to be an expert on any of this. So essentially, but Tantra is weaving. So I started off I actually was at a kink event that one of the ladies that teaches Tantra, who's now my Tantra teacher, she was teaching a puja. And puja is like a ritual. So it's essentially a ritual with different ways that you connect with people and you really weave your energy. Okay, so you like intermix energy and you really like have this, I don't know how to explain it very well, but it's an amazing experience. So I did that and I really liked that, and I had an ex-partner of mine that I was doing a lot of this stuff with my kink. So it kind of mixed with my kink. And essentially I just loved it. I love the combination of energy and power exchange. When you take those two things and you put them together, for me, it's just like magic. So let me give you an example, because I know I'm all over the place right now. So an example of this, one of my kinks and things that I like to do, is I love to focus on the power of orgasm. Again, this sounds a little woo. I was actually trained to orgasm on command. That means if my master or somebody that I'm in a power exchange relationship with says orgasm or anything like that, I can orgasm. And when you're playing with energy, and again, I may have to explain, playing with energy, that means a lot of things. So some people are sensitive to energy. Some people know how to use it or how to sort of take energy, right? Think about like energetic vampires or people who know how to like lift your mood, lift your energy, or that person that when you're around them, all of a sudden your energy changes. Those people are probably people that you've met that know energy. So when you're in a scene, or you're in life with somebody, right? You're in a relationship and you're with them in a dynamic, and they're able to take your energy, or take, like for example with the orgasm stuff, they're able to take that energy from the orgasm and just make, it's so hard to explain, it's such an abstract concept. So they're basically able to take that energy. So you're serving them with the orgasm in this situation, and with the energy. It's like they're getting the orgasm by getting the energy of the orgasm, which, by the way, is just really delicious energy. It's really, just think about like really sexual, but really powerful. Again, I totally understand this is all abstract. Feel free to ask me any questions that you have. But so for me, I love being able to have that in my relationship, because it's just like the power exchange is up to a whole nother level. Other ways that this is a gift, or not a gift, I hate saying gift. It's something that I feel lucky to have, and have the knowledge of, and a gift with, a natural gift with, but I don't know, my wording is off here. But another example of this is, I've taken some courses, and I know how to do chakra work. If people don't know what a chakra is, there's lots of chakras on the body, going all the way from your root chakra, all the way to your crown chakra on the top of your head. They're essentially energy centers. And I've learned how to do a massage for that, and activate those, and kind of calm those down. And I also do some hands-on healing stuff, not sexual, but just like, well, with a partner it could be, but in general, what I've learned, it's more about healing the body, giving energy to the body. So think of Reiki too. This is like a less woo thing that people know of. So I was able to actually do that one time on Master Hook, which he gave me permission to share this story with you. So Master Hook and I were together for the first time in person after a few months of talking, and we had rented a room. We went out to eat, we went to a munch, and then we had like 1 or 2 drinks while we were out. We came back, we had a scene with fire play, we like did some sexual stuff, and then I could tell he was like really tired. So I asked him, can I do some energy on you? So we did like a very light chakra energy, about 10 minutes of it. Okay, so just think of like me laying hands on the chest, on the forehead, all that, and just giving some energy. Okay. And he like completely shut down. I mean, completely shut down. I've never seen anybody react this way. So it was like he kind of sort of fell asleep, but not really. It was almost like he was in and out of consciousness, and I was actually kind of worried. And I kept saying, are you okay? Are you okay? And eventually he like kind of came back, but he was very confused. And he said a bunch of stuff that I don't even at this point remember, but he said, something about the monkeys. And at this point I'm like, what the hell happened, right? Like I've been doing this stuff for like a couple years off and on, and I have never had anyone react this way. So eventually, like, he starts to come down, he's like back sort of to normal, but his mind is kind of taking him a little time to come back. And he's like, I don't know what happened, I don't know what you did, but I like shut down and restarted. And I was like, wow, I'm really glad that you experienced something. I'm worried about you. And, he ended up being okay. But after that, he said, like, he had this complete reset. And he just felt very different in a good way after. I'm not trying to speak for him. This is just what he's told me. And that he kind of felt more positive and more proactive after. And I'm pretty sure I can say this in the podcast. If not, I'm sure he'll edit it out. He's a skeptic with this stuff. Okay? So that's why it's kind of funny to me that he actually experienced something. But that's one of the ways that I can serve him. Sort of, I guess, broadening his horizons on ways that I can serve him, and on healing and just like really hands-on holistic connection ways. I also think a lot of this stuff really allows you to connect with people, not just your master and mistress, but other people. When you're doing this puja, you're looking into people's eyes, and you're really seeing them as another person, and it's like really deep. I don't know if anyone's done eye gazing before. Eye gazing it can be uncomfortable at first, but it's so deep. So that's just some of the things that I wanted to mention about that and about my gifts, quote unquote. The second part, like I said earlier, that I wanted to state was one of the great things about being in BDSM and being a slave is that every dynamic is individual. We get to negotiate our dynamic. We're two different people. Every couple is going to be different. Every dynamic, triad, whatever, everyone is different. What you bring, the spice and the things that you offer to a master or mistress would offer to you, as far as what they're like, and a slave would offer to a master or mistress, there's so many spices and so much variety. And those are some of the things that I offer. But I'm sure that you guys all have your own talents. I would love to hear in the comments about ways, maybe it doesn't have to be unconventional, but maybe a more unconventional or less like BDSM centric, right, way that you serve your partner, your master, your mistress, or whoever, or even if you're submissive, or you submit sometimes. I would love to hear what are the things that you bring to the table that you feel are unique, or that your master or mistress feels are unique. So I really hope to start a conversation here about this. Thank you for bearing with me. And I hope to hear from you. Like, subscribe, and comment. Love and light, guys. Bye.